first time in 3 years last week against Wigan. We're about to get underway then, round 22, the Betfred Super League underway tonight. The Warrington Wolves still with dreams of reaching the playoffs against the Dragons, whose season is fizzling out rapidly. Tom Grant, our referee in the middle tonight, Liam Moore, our video referee, and we are about to get underway. It's a glorious night here in the Northwest, as the kickoff is a low one and the first touch is a decent one from Sneed, but it allowed the Dragons to get up quickly. There was an appeal there from Sneed for a high shot, but the referee's having none of it. And a good chance here for the Dragons.
Well, this is where they can really set a marker down. Watching them in the warm-up, Mark, they are a big side. Plenty of size, plenty of power, but they've just got to put an 80-minute performance together. And Warrington will be really confident. Last 3 games that they've played against Catalans, they've recorded victories.
Yeah, beaten them twice already in the south of France this year. Can they make it a treble here on home soil?
Wait!
Ball is with Sneed, who's kicking across the field. He's got a good boot on this. An interesting bounce would almost gets the 40-20, but Makinson is back, gets it to Aspirabiche. He sprints across the field. Good chase though from Warrington. They'll be pretty happy with that set.
Well, that's a great kick, isn't it? Mark Sneed, everyone talks about his kicking game, his game control, his management, the way he chooses and where he places the kick, but turn Tommy Makinson round, and now Catalans have got it all on here themselves.
Been on a horrendous run of form. Lost the last 5 coming into this one. 1 win in 12. It's not been a good run.
Yeah, that's horrendous, isn't it? When you look at the team that they've got on the field, it's just not clicked for them.
Here's Da Costa, gets it to Kiri, short pass, tries to get Sirenen away. He's wrapped up, last one, 30 out, but a good set this from the Dragons. Kiri's going to send it high. Remus Smith is giving chase. And a ball that was knocked on by Ratchford, I think. This is going to be another set. It is another set. Ball's come free again. It'll still be play on, or the referee may well come back for the first knock on. So an error at the back from Ratchford and an early chance here for the Dragons.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't expect that from Stefan Ratchford. All the experience in the world, and just when he jumped up to get that ball, he just got it all wrong, didn't he? You could see that Theo Fives was in the eye line, but Stefan Ratchford has his time again. He'll do a better job catching that. He just didn't look comfortable at all.
No, he didn't get near enough to it, did he? It was a fingertip effort. And a chance now for the Dragons, who have found points hard to come by. Although they did register 20 in round 19 against the Wolves. They were beaten late on there. Can they exact revenge here? Farge will feed the scrum. Da Costa finds Kiri, pops the ball back up for Laguerre. Wrapped up 9 away. First chance for the Dragons then. Da Costa waits. Gets it to Partington. Back to Chris Sartai. He drives it forward. Going to be upended there by Walker. Mattison involved as well. Da Costa comes to the left. Short pass. Ball offloaded. Nice offload. Work wide to Makinson, who goes for the corner. There's no flag up yet. And this could well be going upstairs. Tommy Makinson didn't have a lot of room to work with, but he's managed to get himself in at the corner, and Tom Grant thinks this is a try.
Okay, the on-field this isn't a try, so just reviewing the touchline and the grounding. So you can see Makinson in possession at this point, still in possession, feet are in the field of play, and always remains on the ball, and it is grounded on the line. I've made my decision.
Well, there you go. One quick look from Liam Moore, and Tommy Makinson has made that look easy. Maybe not scored as many tries as he would have hoped to in his first year with the Dragons, but that's why they signed him, for tries like that. And Catalans lead by 4 points to 0.
Yeah, like you say, not scored many this year, just his 6th try of the year, Tommy Makinson. But what a man to finish that. There you can see the mistake from Stefan Ratchford. They get the ball back, they look to play Catalans, who are a dangerous side. Everyone knows the strengths that they have. And they get the try on the back of an offload that's come, only the 2nd try they've scored this year on the back of the offloading game. Considering they're the most offloading team in the competition, it's incredible really, but if you get them playing on the front foot, so dangerous.
Here's Bichet looking to add the extras then. Tough start, but he nailed one from the sideline at Huddersfield last week. Can he add the extras here and make it a great start for the Dragons? It was worth the wait. He took his time, he took every second that he wanted, and he strikes it purely straight through the middle. 6 points to 0.
Not bad from the young man, stood in front of all those Warrington fans. But Tommy Makinson, well, that's the perfect start that they want. Just coming up to 5 minutes into the game. A nice offload from Siren, and then quick hands from Keary out wide to Tommy Makinson to get a much needed confidence boost for them.
Well, here they come now, looking to bring it forward, and that's Maria. Just his 5th start of the season for the Dragons. Bit of a juggle there, but ball safely held into contact. Two teams, I think it's fair to say, who've massively underperformed this time out. Will both be looking to end the season on a high.
Well, like you said at the start, Mark, this is a must-win game for Warrington if they've got any hopes of getting anywhere near the playoffs. If any of those teams above them slip up with some losses.
Yeah, here now goes Theo Farge, ducks underneath one, he's up towards halfway. Last one this. Not a bad set on the back of points. Keary will send it high. Thewlis has got to come and collect it. He does. Clutches the ball in tightly, and he will bring it up towards the 30, and Warrington get the ball back.
Well, again, Catalans just need to roll up the sleeves. They forced an error that led to the try. Just roll your sleeves up, get your bodies in front, and just try and hunt down everyone who's going to carry the ball. That's a decent shot, wasn't it? Was it Da Costa?
Yeah, good shot goes in. Da Costa is underneath the tackle. And now here's a possible 40-20 effort here. And this is another good kick, but they didn't quite get the bounce to the sideline. Bichet will retreat and looks up to a wall of primrose and blue, and he's tackled 10 off his own.
Well, that's it. Kicking on the third play, you've got a defensive attitude. You're looking for the 40-20. If he doesn't come up, second best thing that you can do is trap him in the corner and restrict the meters. Keep turning Catalan around. Like we said at the very start, they are a big side. Big men in the middle of the field don't like having to retreat behind the ball to bring it forward.
Well, this is tackle 4. They've only just got over the 20, so Warrington's tactics at the moment are working. Da Costa will get it away. Are they going to play? No, they'll go forward with Maria, and they too now need a good kick in response. Da Costa has got Farge. They're going to run it, are they? They are going to run it. They're going to gamble here, and they've created a gap, and down the sideline they go. It's Kotrick looking for support. Last tackle's got to find a pass. He can't find a pass, but the Dragons, ball on the ground. Referee's going to deem that's a knock-on. But that was brave from the Dragons. Why have we not seen more of that over the last 3 months?
Well, there you go, Mark. That's a warning shot, isn't it? Well, everyone expects you get to the back end of your set. You're trapped in your own half. You're going to kick it. You're just going to kick it as far up the field as you can. But oh no, what Catalan did, they expected to just play. Keep playing. Play with your eyes up. What's in front of you? If you see an opportunity, take it.
Well, they've gone fully 80 metres there on that set, and the majority of those metres on that last tackle option. Well, they come and scored a good try already, and they almost had another one to add to it. Maybe we're going to get the best version of the Dragons tonight, as Warrington looking to muscle their way out of their own end. They have lost their last 3, but narrow defeats Castleford, and Wigan. All one-score games, and now it's the Warrington Wolves who are going through the gears as Ratchford is brought down just short of the halfway line. Here is Matteson looking for support, flicks it away, finds Walker. He says to Yates, you have a carry, and Yates will get Warrington over halfway. This will be the last tackle. Ball back to Sneed, sets himself, aims it high. A tough one here for Makinson, who lets it bounce, never got to it. Ball collected by Williams. But the referee says, in fact, that will be a turnover as Partington came up with it out of the grasp of George Williams.
Well, that was going absolutely everywhere. When Mark Sneed kicked that, Tommy Makerton, one of the most experienced players on the wing in Super League, didn't want any part of that when it was coming down.
Oh, it's a risk, isn't it? Could have gone anywhere, but the Dragons come away with it. Here's Remus Smith, former Melbourne Storm man.
Well, I'm sure Warrington aren't going to get caught on the counter if they look to shift it again.
Well, they are looking to shift it, and they are going to shift it. Here they go now. Here's a Spirobiche. He gets half through the line. Dragged down. Was he tackled? He is now. Last one. Sneed just slid off the tackle initially. Here is Theophage. Little chip over the top. Collected by Warrington, and that'll be a penalty for a tackle in the air there. They couldn't help themselves.
Yeah, just a little nudge, wasn't it? Just as it was coming down, and that's kind of that ill-disciplined play. Just get you, again, you like what they're doing with the ball. They're looking to shift it. They're doing everything with purpose. Theophage playing at the line, and all of a sudden Garcia just can't pull out of it. You just got to be a bit better than that, and don't give Warrington some field position. Make them work really hard to get anywhere near your try line. Instead, there's a big kick here now from Mark Sneed that's got, what, 20 metres?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a touch finder that gets Warrington up towards halfway. And it will be the Wolves who look to try and level things up here. Shot goes in from Da Costa. Work from Sirinen as well. Well, the Dragons have been throwing it around. What have Warrington got by way of a riposte? Here's Sam Stone. Walker finds Williams. Here's Ben Curry looking for his 100th Warrington try. Will tonight be the night for Ben? Walker, short pass to Yates. Yates hard and straight inside the 20. Sneed is to the left. That's where they're going now. He's going to float the kick up, inviting the contest. Ball is collected here by Warrington. Risky pass collected by the Wolves. If they go wide, they've got numbers. Ball out wide, must be a try, and it will be a try. Youngster Zach Gardner got his first ever try against the Dragons in the south of France. Now he's got himself another one against the Dragons. Warrington right back in it.
Well, I thought he was great last week when they played against Wigan, especially in defence. He cut them down a number of times when they looked to shift it to his side, but what about that for the player? Again, they've got two halfbacks in Mark Sneed and George Williams. You're looking at Catalan defending, and they're both nominating those players, knowing that either one of them can come up with a real special play, a special moment. Mark Sneed gets a great kick away, doesn't he? And then there's pressure from young Jake Fewless, gets the ball back, and they're just looking to play it straight away. And good footwork, wasn't it, from Ryan Matheson to get the ball to Ben Cuddy and then out to Zach Gardner. And that's a good reply from them, because the early stage of this game, it was all Catalan. Warrington needed a response, and they got one with that young man.
They did indeed. Great call as well from Tom Grant on field. He was happy that it was play on. A running repair for Mark Sneed. Head bandage as he looks to slot over his first kick at goal. The Warrington Wolves, we asked what would they have in response. Well, they have come up with a response. Can Sneed level us up here? Well, two teams who've not been in the best of forms results-wise, but they've both come determined to play for tonight. This could be anything, this. There's a real buzz about the ground as well.
Well, it was just desperation, isn't it, from both of these sides? Like, everyone's talked about this Warrington side. They lose tonight, that's it. Season's more or less done. Catalan, well, let's be honest, they're not going to win all the last games to get into the playoffs. So what it's about for Catalan is performing.
Here's Sneed, floats one towards the posts and through. And it's 6-6 here. Start of round 22 in the Betfred Super League. Could be a pivotal round for those at the top. But for young Zach Gardner, it's a second try in the Super League.
Well, you just want to gain momentum, don't you, through the middle. I think it was Luke Yates who took the previous carry, just a real settler. Lachlan Fitzgibbon gives the ball infield. Good pick-up, like I said, from Ryan Matheson, and Ben Cuddy just knows that if he can get the ball out wide, to that young man in space, there's going to be some points on the board, and that's what happened. And Sam Burgess, well, he'll be pleased with the response.
That's an awkward bounce from the restart, but it's collected eventually by Ratchford. He'll bring it back. He's wrapped up just outside his own 10. Warrington looking to build on that try. So here they go forward. Matteson making his first start, the former Parramatta man, signed just a few weeks ago. Here's Ben Curry.
Well, and the big thing here now, just percentage players get through. You're set to 6 after scoring some points. Again, it's another big kick, isn't it?
It is. And it's downfield and it bobbles away from a Spiro Bichet. Will collect it inside the 10. Quite a balmy night. There is a little bit of breeze. I just wonder if it is at the Warrington backs in this first half, because they are opting to kick early and kick long.
Well, maybe that might be a defensive play for them as well. Do you know what I mean? It's like when you've got someone like Mark Sneyd and George Williams, both of them can kick the ball long. I'm just looking around for some trees. I can't see many, but you're just through the distance there. Oh, the penalty. So on the back of that good kick, give a penalty away.
Yeah, frustration for the Wolves.
Well, fair play to Tom Grant. He is working with both sets of players. He's talking to them, wants a fast, free-flowing game. Just got to make sure that you work with him, you stay on side, you do everything right.
And now the kick is up to halfway, so a chance for the Dragons then. Here they go with Sirenen.
Get back, Ryan.
Let's try against the Giants last week. And now the ball works its way to Maria. He drives through. Good tackle in the end. Had to be as well there. Just for a moment, looked like he was going through. Fitzgibbon brings him down. Here now is Theo Fage. Fage short pass. They're trying to break away. Again, he will break away. And the Dragons, on the back of the penalty, will steamroller through. Matthew Laguerre is over for his 5th of the season, and that was far too easy for the Dragons.
Yeah, well, he's a big athlete, isn't he, Matthew Laguerre? Again, it was a strong run, a strong carry from Frank Maria, who just sets that platform. Theo Fage, the amount of times that he's really going deep into the defensive line. Look at him, Alrix da Costa gets out, Theo Fage, look, gets the defenders interested, and that's going to be the target all night for the likes of Matthew Laguerre and the back rower over there, Mark Sneyd, the number 35. Look, they were just saying, get at him, he's planted his feet, he's defending on his heels. He's not renowned for his defence, Mark Sneyd, he's renowned for his skills, his kicking game, all that. So the likes of Laguerre will just keep picking him out on the back of a quick play of the ball, and they just keep going at him.
Yeah, Joel Tompkins and Ryan Sheridan looking on. I'm sure they'll be as perplexed as anyone as to the Dragons' recent form. Here's Guillermo Spiro-Bichet, the most accurate kicker in Super League. This significantly easier than his opening kick, but I'm sure he'll give it the same attention as he did that one from the sideline. So a penalty on halfway leads to points, and this for a 6-point advantage. A lot of visualisation, I think, in Spiro-Bichet's pre-kick routine. And forward he comes, and he slots it between the posts. 12 points to 6.
Well, sometimes you don't have to complicate plays. If your prop forward gets you to quick play the ball, your half-back, your hooker gets out from dummy half, gives it to your half, who again just takes on the defensive line. Like I say, the platform was led from Frank Maria. Theo Fage does some damage, gets a couple of defenders interested in him. I think it was Stephen Ratchford alongside Mark Sneyd, but good play, Theo Fage, giving it to the big centre, and that's a great carry and a great try.
It is. Here's Maria again, off the back fence. He's tackled 10 off his own line. Well, we mentioned it's a big weekend. No bigger game than tomorrow night. You'll see it live and exclusive on Sky Sports. Wigan against Hull Kingston Rovers. The battle at the brick. Can the Robins take a big step nearer to a league leader's shield, or will Wigan close the gap to 2? Doubleheader on Saturday, Hull Lee. Our game at 5 o'clock, Sky Sports Plus. Then it's Saints Huddersfield and Salford Wakefield on Sunday. Don't forget, Monday's The Bench podcast, always worth a listen. Mickey Hyam, the guest last week. And Mickey, we wish him all the best as he continues his brave battle against illness. And on Wednesday, it's Jenna and John on Sky Sports News. Little chip over the top again. If they get a bounce here, they could be in again. Vespero Biche finds a pass. This is champagne stuff from the Dragons. If they go through the hands, they're in. Makinson will make it a double. Length of the field. Score for the Dragons. Where on earth has this version been all season long? This is the Dragons we've known to come and love. And that is wonderful rugby league from the French side.
Yeah, I agree. That's the French fur that we're seeing in the south of France. Vespero Biche, it reminds me of young Tony Gigot. He's got so much flair, so much skill. Young 19-year-old, he backs himself. He doesn't know when he's going to be beaten, does he? And he starts it all off over on the right-hand side. When again he just spots something, has a little chip and chase, doesn't give up on the chase, even though it looks like it's going to bounce into the fullback Stefan Ratchford's hand. Nice offload to Theo Fage, and then they're just looking to play. It's a 4-on-1, isn't it? Foulis can't get anywhere near him. Backpedaling. But that is Catalan at the best. Look up, play what you see, give us a bit of spark, ask plenty of questions. And that's a great play from the young man, isn't it? Just to keep his feet, get the ball to Theo Fage. And then Maria out to Makinson. Great try.
Brilliant try. Back-to-back scores. Joel Tompkins will be pretty pleased with that. They are playing what's in front of them. They are playing what they see. And Vespero Biche is just taking on board some fluids here. He had a big hand in that.
Yeah, he's great skill, isn't he? The young man, 19 years of age. Well, he's got the chance to add another to it. Well, look, I think there'll be big changes in the South France next year. New mentality, a younger, more hungry side, maybe wanted by Joel Tompkins. He wants them to fight for everything, be disciplined, tough, determined. You know, he knows what it's like to be in a winning culture.
This then, to add to his ever-growing tally, just short of 90% his success rate this season. He's a talent, this boy, no doubt about that. This for 3 from 3. Sends it on the way. This one is pulled, so no success this time. But it's 3 tries to 1 in favour of the Dragons, and this, the pick of the bunch.
Well, a little short side play on the right-hand side, set up the winger on the left-hand side. Well, you just look at Abijo here. It's brilliant, isn't it? He backs himself. The bounce looked like it had gone too long. He manages to get the ball back inside to Theo Fage. And then Frank Maria gives the ball to Makinson. It's a big start, like you said. Be asking so many questions. Where's this been all year?
Yeah, they're playing with a flair that we haven't seen. They've really struggled for points by and large for long parts of this season, but tonight they've come out determined to move the ball and ask questions. Here's Sartai tackled.
Back middle hold.
Costa gets it away. Body's in motion again. Kiri fires it. Oh, it's put down by Smith. That was a cheap error. Took his eye off it momentarily there, Remus Smith.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. Turned the ball over cheaply there. But again, playing from centre field, looking to get Warrington out on the edges. If the halves can take control in Kiri and Fage, who were doing a decent job at the start of this game, really taking the game and getting all the Catalan players to follow them. And everyone's getting on board with it.
Got to defend though now. Warrington will want to hit back here. There are a few rumbles of discontent from the home faithful when that third Dragons try went in. Can they find a response? Walker peels off the base of the scrum, but he's turned away. Here now is Curry. Gets it back for Yates.
Move, find the floor back.
Walker to be sub after that long layoff for the first couple of weeks back. Here goes Williams, almost sliced his way through. Warrington looking to hit back again here. Ball now to Mattison, wanted to pass, nobody to pass it to, has to take the tackle, he'll stand in a three-player tackle as well. 8 out from the line, Walker looks now, Sneed wants it, Sneed gets it, short pass taken into contact there by Stone. He's wrapped up 5 away, last one. What have the Wolves got here? Sneed floats the kick across. Here come the chasers, ball, was it not forward? I think it was. It's going to be a fresh set for the Dragons, and they'll come back for the first knock on.
Yeah, I think it was Connor Wrench that went for the ball, didn't he? He knew exactly what was coming. He got himself in the right place, the right time. Unfortunately, just couldn't get hold of Mark Sneed's kick. He gets all over Theo Fage. Well, they've got to get their exit set right here now. Don't panic. Carry the ball strongly. Play it quickly.
Makinson wrapped up, a couple of tries early on for him. Sprobische saw his options closed down, so just has to take a tackle just outside the Dragons 20. Here now through the middle they go. Romain Navarrete, who's come on, he's wrapped up. Grand final winner against Warrington with Wigan. Here now is Keary, short pass. Smith this time held on, did well actually under pressure there, Remus Smith. Good hands from the centre. We'll play it now, and here is Keary under pressure. Sends it high. Ratchford will collect on the full, and he will head off in field. Tavita Pangai Jr. into the action. He will be a Warrington Wolves player next year.
Yeah, he'll be wanting a good showing, won't he, against his new teammates. Well, I know all about him as well. He's got a really good offloading game. Pangai Jr.
He has. Big human being. As Wrench tries to pinch some meters up towards halfway. Here is Sneed, feigns to kick, takes on the line, finds Williams, short pass to Stone. Stone over halfway. Nice one for Warrington. All back now to Sneed. He will send it back across field. Sprobische is going to let this bounce, and it will kick awkwardly, horrendously for Warrington, and that will be a 7-tackle restart.
Again, it was one of those kicks, though, that the young man didn't want anything a part of, did he? Fortunately for him, he gets the right bounce that he's looking for. It goes over the dead ball line to get a 7-tackle restart here now.
Right start from the Dragons.
Move now!
And slim pickings for them throughout the campaign.
And like you said before, Mark, that to win just one of the last 12 games showed that the form's not been good, the confidence hasn't been good. The last win was round 16 against Huddersfield, and the best performance of the year, really.
Yeah, here's Smith. Acosta finds Fage. Partington moves it on. No way through for Garcia. Is it to Da Costa, who's off, and the no-look pass finds Fage out the back. Quick hands picked up by Kotrick on the far side. He bounces off a couple, puts back in field. Can he find an offload? He does. Picked up on the bounce. Here goes Navarrete, who was cleaned up by Williams. Wow.
Well, that was a great shot, wasn't it, from George Williams? He's thinking that's 1-1. Was it Tariq Sim last year that got him, cut him in two, George Williams? He's been waiting to get his own back on one Catalan player.
Yes, here's Keary on the last. They're running it. Here's a Sprobische. Rolls a kick in behind. Makinson gives chase. Makinson gives chase and almost got to it. But that's going to be a 7-tackle restart for the Wolves. The bounce of the ball not quite favouring the flying Tommy Makinson.
Yeah, look, communication is key. Again, Foulis and Steph Ratchford need to get that right. As we see Josh Foulis now try and weave his magic and make some meters. Good run from him.
And now a penalty.
Yeah, just a bit too much, wasn't it? He did all he had to do. He had to get all the Foulis, take him to ground. He's come down, landed on, give him a bit of a facial. No real need for that from Navarrete, the experienced front rower. Found himself starting on the bench, coming on, trying to make an impact. That's not the impact that the coach, Joel Tompkins, would want. Good run from Foulis, but then the afters from Navarrete, just a bit too much.
Yeah. Here goes Stone from the restart. So Warrington looking to narrow the deficit here. Here is Sneed. Pops it up for Philbin. Philbin who's come on to replace Luke Yates. First change for the Wolves, 27 on the clock. Here now is Ben Curry, finds Mark Sneed, holds the ball up, Ratford couldn't take it in. And that'll be a knock-on. Disappointment there, again for Warrington.
Well, it's nice defence, isn't it? Out wide, I think it was Tommy Makinson who comes in, tries to effect the tackle, close the player down on Stefan Ratford, and just puts enough pressure on him. You can see he jams in and just forces the header, gets in the eye line of the man. Sometimes on players like that, you've got to thrive on the pressure that you feel that you're under. You make the decision, you come in, you've got to close the player down, which Makinson did.
Yeah. Yeah, making some gamble, but came up with the goods. And a scrum feed for the Dragons, leading 3 tries, double for Makinson, Matthew Laguerre with the other Dragons try, one for Zach Gardner for the Wolves, who were level at 6-6 briefly.
Move, pull back. Wait. Okay, too good.
Can Warrington find a response, or they need something defensively? The Dragons have been making too many meters too often. Here's Farge, finds Pangai Jr., goes into contact, wrestles one, eventually succumbs in the tackle.
A solid hit from Lachlan Fitzgibbon to stop the big fella.
Here's Farge again, and again he's got a man, and it's Laguerre who's got racing through, needs support, will they arrive in time? He's still going, Laguerre, 10 away, Aspero Bichet in support. The Warrington line fractured, they need to move it left quickly. Here now is Keary, kicks out wide for Makinson. Oh, what a finish! What a finish from Tommy Makinson! It was like a goalkeeper, rose to collect it and puts it down. It's a first half hat-trick for Tommy Makinson, as long as the video referee agrees. What a finish this was from the Dragons. Let's find out if this is a try.
Okay, Labs in the try on field. First of all, this comes from a kick, so we're confirming Chasers are onside. So I'm happy they're onside at that point. So we'll play it through. So we're looking at the grounding now. Makinson collects the ball, and the ball is grounded. I made my decision.
That is quite simply a world-class finish from Tommy Makinson. A hat-trick on the night. He's been on the end of some great stuff. He's hurt his shoulder. Let's hope he is okay. Looks in a bit of pain, but that, quite simply, was brilliant.
Yeah, we're not even at 30 minutes, are they? Again, that right-hand side's just ripping Warrington apart, aren't they? A good break upfield from Laguerre. And Luke Keary, we said at the start of the game, we talked about him, he's probably been frustrated this year. But there's one thing about him, I said he's a winner, he knows how to win games, knows how to come up with those big plays, and what about that? The finish from Tommy Makinson. He's cocked one as well. He does put himself in awkward situations, doesn't he? As long as he gets the ball down, though, he's pretty happy.
Yeah, but he looks in a world of pain. I'm hoping that's not going to be his last act of the night, but the physio's with him. He's hopping around, Tommy Makinson. Well, that was a block. There he is. Doesn't look overly happy. Here's the kick for Aspero Bichet then on the sideline, leading by 14. Half an hour on the clock here. Aspero Bichet looking to add the extras from out wide, and that one is good. Well, he doesn't miss many, this young fella, and he's kicking them from all over again tonight. 22 points to 6.
Wow, they're absolutely on fire, aren't they? The opening 30 minutes, to come to the south, to come from the south of France over to Warrington
Not yet, Mark.
and come up with players like that to score some tries. And Tommy Makeson, like I said, it's going to be interesting to see if he can get through the next, what, 10 minutes or so before he can get some more treatment at half-time. I'm sure his teammate Tay should look after him.
Ball's on the ground there, ball's on the ground, that's a knock-on from Navarrete. He's not happy about that, but no inclination they're going to challenge. So Warrington get a cheap possession here, and they need it.
Yeah, well, they just turned their attention to defending now, won't they? Nice strong work from Warrington. You can see Navarrete just fumbles that ball, doesn't he, on the sheer numbers from Warrington. Just makes a mistake. Maybe this might be the key moment in the game that will just give him an opportunity for some points, some much needed points as well.
Are they going to attack the Makinson side of the field? Walker's at the base of the scrum again. Warrington needs some points. No, they're going the other way. Here's Williams, bit of footwork. Williams taking them on. He's tackled a couple of metres out from the try line. Need a response, they need a quick one, and Philbin's gone without it. That's not the first time tonight. Warrington in the red zone have coughed it up early.
Yeah, again, well, just Sam Burgess to be really disappointed. Just sloppy play. George Williams, the run threat that he is, was trying something from the scrum. He caught Wigan last week with one of his dangerous runs. Then the next play is just setting up that field position for which side of the ruck they're going to attack. And Philbin just drops it clean in front of the sticks. Just lets them off the hook. Well, the big thing now for Catalan, they're going to compete for absolutely every player that they're involved with. And Warrington, like you said, the fans were just a bit rattled when they went in for that last try.
Yeah, here's Laguerre, who's made a couple of beautiful breaks so far. I've got to say, I think it's the best I've seen Theo Fast play for a long time. He's been outstanding opening half an hour.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, he's missed 11 matches this year.Maybe he's still trying to get into his stride, but I agree. I think both halves have really took control in this game.
Here's Desiree up to the 20. The Costa waits dummy half. So Makinson has had to go off, sadly. So Tommy Makinson, that hat-trick try, maybe he's undoing. Second hat-trick of the season for Makinson. And he's gone off. Bit of a reshuffle in the back line as DaCosta's kick has not got the depth needed. He finds touch, but only 35 out from the line. And Warrington with 6.5 left in the half will get the ball back.
Yeah, well, they just take the time now, regroup. Looks like Smith's gone to the wing. Luke Carey with the kick for Makeson. You can see when he gets hold of the ball, he lands so awkwardly, doesn't he? But it looks like Sirenan's gone to centre. Smith's gone onto the wing. And that's the bit of reshuffle that they've come up with so far.
Yeah, here's Philbin. Get the feeling the Wolves need something before the break. Walker gets it away to Curry.
Move, Jordan! Hold!
Ball down the near side to Williams. Short pass to Stone. Good tackle around the legs from Keary. Ball now here in the hands of Curry. Finds Sneed. Goes away now to Williams. Williams bumps off Fars, but eventually the Dragons get round him and tackle him. 22 out. Well, they scored from a kick. Can they repeat the feat here? They're going to send it high across field. Chasers are coming, but Remus Smith gets up high and he gets to ground just in the field of play.
Well, there wasn't really under much pressure, was he, Remus Smith? Sam Stone manages to get hold of him, but he takes that ball clearly. He wasn't challenged in the earth. And Warrington now just got to get the line speed right and try and do a number, force an error, just as they're running out of time before the hooter sounds.
Well, the Dragons have been threatening wherever they've had the ball in this first half.
Well, they look really confident. Like I said, I've not seen them play like this all year. Sloppy play, though, goes on the floor. Keary looks to get it out to Siranen.
He's powerful. Last tackle, they're only 15 off their own line here. Going to need something special from the boot of Keary, who will send it high. It should be collected on halfway by Ratchford. It is. Advantage Warrington then off this little set. Here's Ratchford, can't get round. Pangai Jr. makes the tackle, and Thewlis will get it away to Sneed, who finds Jake Thewlis, who takes the ball into contact.
Well, this is the reward now. Let's see what they can come up with, conjure up a play here. Let's see George Williams and Mark Sneed just sit back and organise some play. Maxley trying to organise over on the left-hand side as they get a 6 again.
Yeah, set restart for the Wolves. They're starting to earn some decisions now. Here's Walker. Never wrestles him to the ground. So a full set from 15 out here. Here now goes Ben Curry. Curry wraps up 3 defenders. Ball now with Walker, switches, fires it to Ratchford, drops it back on the angle. Here's Gardner, already got 1 tonight, but no way through Desiree for him.
Stand back, hold. Hold.
Ball fires its way now wide to Sneed. Little kick step back on the angle for Curry. Curry tries to go through Da Costa, I think has hurt his head there. He's down in back play, Alex Da Costa, and trouble here for the Dragons. Here goes Philbin. Philbin sidestepping his way through back to the post. He's tackled, less 1. Da Costa's on his feet, but not in the line. Here's Walker trying to pinch one. He gets to the line, but he's not going to get it down. And he's held up over the line. And the Dragons' defence survives a big test just before half-time.
Yeah, well, that's great defence, isn't it? With a man down with Alex Da Costa just getting some attention. Like you said, from the physio, he's out of play for the last 2 tackles. And they go for a little drop-off play. Philbin, big strong carry. They're trying to get him, examining that line, aren't they? Take some chances. Danny Walker goes and just held up.
Good work, Desiree got the man and the ball as Walker thought he was going to plunder one from close in. Walker scored his only try of the Super League campaign in round 2 against the Dragons. Denied there. Here come Catalans. Can they add a bit of sparkle to a first half performance that's seen them score 4 tries?
Well, he's staying on the field, Alex Da Costa. You just see him behind the ruck now. Desiree looking for a big charge to get up to near that 40-metre mark.
It's been from here where they've been playing, isn't it? Here now is Keary again. Short to Pangai Jr. He's wrapped up last one just over halfway. He'll play it Da Costa. Finds Keary. He'll send it high. And Ratchford will stand 10 out, collects it. And Warrington are going to get one more crack at the Dragons at the end of this first half.
Well, they've got to be a really good defensive set here now. For Catalan, be strong, be disciplined. Just try and rush up, take some space away from the outside backs from Warrington. So as that Gardner goes the short side away from Foulis.
Hold. Hold.
Understand Tommy Makinson gone straight to the sheds. Here's Williams, little kick out wide. He's looking for Foulis, he's looking for Wrench. Wrench has got it, had support, he's inside. He went the other way, and now it's Warrington scoring. Sensational rugby league try, and they cut the gap down. And Jake Foulis is in. Brilliant try, brilliant vision from Williams. And Warrington, who needed to hit back before the break, do it in style.
Well, they needed something, didn't they? It just might make that half-time team talk just a bit easier from Sam Burgess. Jake Foulis comes up with the goods, the young man. Scores his 12th try of the year. And you just look at what Williams can do. Look at that. Lovely kick, lovely bounce. Nice play from Conor Wrench. I thought he'd gone the wrong way when he decided to go out to Foulis instead of coming back in field. But Foulis still manages to get under the sticks to make the conversion a bit easier. But great kick. Beautiful kick, wasn't it, from George Williams? Conor Wrench did exactly what he had to do to create the 2-on-1 for Foulis to go in. And just makes it easier now. Well, that's a big turnaround in fortunes for them.
Yeah, Mark Sneed does not hang around. He will just slot over the goal. And that should do it. What has been a really, really entertaining first half. Now, there are a few rumbles of discontent from the home fans, but surely those have been tempered by this, a thing of beauty.
Yeah, it was quality play, wasn't it? And much needed. And Conor Wrench has summed up the situation, gives it all Foulis, and like I said, they needed something, didn't they, to make that one that everyone's been looking forward to, haven't they, for the last few weeks, the build up to it. A couple of the players missing for both sides. And it'll be, yeah, what a thriller we've got. Certainly tuning in for that one.
We will indeed. What about tonight? What do we expect second half?
Well, just don't shut up shop. Maybe Joel Tompkins, you're talking to the players, or you Sam Burgess well, Sam Burgess will want a better style, will want more discipline when they've got the ball. Well, for Joel Tompkins, I think Joel Tompkins will be really happy what they've done on the edges. They've really ripped Warrington apart out wide. Done a real good number.
Sam Burgess sent his team out quite early for the second half here. No doubt he will have had a word. Wasn't a great opening 40 for them. Here come the Dragons looking to extend play. Here's Garcia, no room through for him. 20 out from his own line.
Yeah, well, again, looking to shift it, looking to get it. Mark Sneed. Again with Ben Garcia. Running across a few defenders to get to him.
Here now, forward goes Partington, finds Keary, finds Pangai Jr., who's loitering out wide with intent for the Dragons, and finds a really light offload. That will hurt Warrington. Partington turns the ball back to Keary. Keary over halfway, so a bright start to the second half for the Dragons, who are stunned by that Warrington breakaway try. What's the response? They're going through hands. Garcia tries to get through, couldn't get it back on the inside. Last one. Well, they're just 30 away here. Here is Theo Fars. He's going to send it high. They're going to invite Ratchford into contact. And kick just a little bit too deep. Not a bad first set, though, from the Dragons.
That's a great set, isn't it? And just looking at Pangai Jr., just looking to carry the ball out wide, isn't he? Looks like he's gone into the back row over on the left-hand side, so he'll be looking at trying to target George Williams. On the right-hand side, he'll have Mark Sneed being tagged to by Garcia, but they give the first penalty away. Off the line, trying to be too physical, just get wrong-footed and swing the arm out. And there you go. That's the attitude and the game plan from Mark Sneed. Look, let's get out of here, let's get the ball up the field, and let's get on with the game and start attacking.
Yeah. Ball forward here. Good shot goes in there from the Dragons. Well, can Warrington go back-to-back either side of half-time? It would certainly keep their hopes alive. Reminder that if they can get a win here, they do close the gap on the top six. We'll take on Lee on Saturday and Wakefield go to Salford on Sunday. Here's Williams, finds Ratchford, moves it wide here now, and Gardner almost away, but tracked down by the scruff of his collar, I think there. Just went down a little bit awkward. Oh, no, he's gone down awkward. Let's hope this is nothing serious. And Luke Keary's got off his man. Is it a hamstring?
Yeah, he's just holding his left hamstring, wasn't he, then? Just got pulled back by Sirenen.
Yeah, he was almost away, wasn't he? Well, the physio's giving him the okay at the minute. I think they're going to have to try and see what he can do here. Ball now works its way forward. Here's Mattison, steps through, tried to offload, he gets it back. Oh, he dropped it. Thought he got it back, but it was the Costa who got it back. What's the referee going to give here?
I think they're going to get the ball back here. Oh, Catalan. Well, Warrington are going to get the ball back here. Well, Mattison, he goes through, tries to get the offload away. It's played at, isn't it? First of all, it was by Alvarez da Costa, then it was by Desiree. So they will get the ball centre field.
And he has gone off. Gardner, what a miserable end to his night. Got the try earlier on, Zach Gardner. And the injury curse continues for Warrington. He's had to go off now. Curry into the centre, and that's where they're going to his side now. Here is Williams, puts the brakes on, flicks it back to Curry. Curry inside the 10, so Zach Gardner's night is cut short. It's a horrible way for his night to end. Let's hope it's nothing too serious. Here the ball is carried forward into contact by Luke Thomas. Short to Philbin. Might need a little bit of ingenuity to break down this Dragons defence. Oh, they're going to go route one with Walker.
Yeah, it was a nice quick play the ball. You knew what was coming then from Walker, didn't you?
Yeah, but he's held up again over the line. Second time tonight.
Yeah, pretty shrewd, Danny Walker. He'll go on a win, pretty powerful as well.
Here's Sneed, short to Philbin, then bodies out the back. Maybe that should have gone to Williams there.
Yeah, the wrong option then.
Last one. Here is Walker again. Warrington not offered a great deal. They go to the boot. It's knocked on. They're going to get another set. They've got lucky there, Warrington.
Yeah, another set of six with Pangai Jr., who just couldn't take the ball in. When he heard a call from Luke Keary. Oh, Warrington aren't bothered how they get the mistake, how they get the ball. All they want is a pillbox. Nice little kick again. You can see Pangai Jr. just tries to pull it in with his right hand. Unfortunately, it goes over. his shoulder and goes forward.
Let's go, let's go.
Well, they're getting a couple of big chances here, Warrington. Can they make them pay? Set 10 away. Ball now works its way to the hands of Williams. Had to wait for it. Turns it back to Ratchford. Ratchford tackled 10 away. Here now is Thomas. Throws himself at the line. Almost got through the other side of it as well. Ball now works its way back to Sneed. Now they've got bodies in motion. Ball over the top for Thewlis. Has to throw it back in. Knocked on. Also restart. I think they might have got a bit forward. I think there was a Catalans hand on it, but I thought also the Warrington player knocked on. But relief for Wrench. And here come the Warrington Wolves again. Well, they're laying siege, but they've not asked too many questions thus far. Sneed. Oh, that's a nice pass to Philbin. Couldn't quite get through. Pangai Jr. with a tackle. They're working that short side. Little kick from Williams. Plays off. Finally, the Dragons' defence cracks. Sam Stone is on the end of it. They kicked early in the tackle count, but it was a good decision in the end. Stone's in, and the gap reduces by 4.
Yeah, it's been a solid signing, hasn't he, Sam Stone? And all that pressure then, or was it 4 or 5 sets? It just hard to tell. And they get the result that they needed. A big start in the second half was what the coach asked for. It was a big pass over the head of a number of players. And I thought Jay Thewlis did really well to get that ball back in field and keep it alive. And then George Williams at the line, nice little dink through, setting that man up, Sam Stone, for an important try with an important kick to come from Sneed.
Here's Mark Sneed then. Can he reduce the arrears by another 2? Well, they're back within a score. They were, remember, 22 points to 6 down. So it's been a decent comeback. And Sneed looking to snag on another 2 here. That right eye blooded. As he looks to strike this one towards the post, and the flags go up. Warrington 18, Catalans 22, game on.
Yeah, well, the third try that they scored in this game from the boot. The kicking game close to the line is so good. Nice delicate kick from George Williams under a bit of pressure. A couple of defenders just homing in on him. But he managed to get the right weight on it for that man Sam Stone to go over and score. And now the crowd are starting to lift and get behind the side.
Yeah,
just 4 points in it now.
Interesting, Lachlan Fitzgibbon has gone off the field. It is a hamstring problem confirmed for Zach Gardner. Blow for him. Getting his opportunity. Try early on. Here come the Wolves then. Bringing it forward. There is that injury to Zach Gardner.
And Sirren just pulling him back. He just fell awkwardly, didn't he? Got caught, his leg got caught.
Yeah. Hopefully nothing too serious for Zach Gardner. Here's Danny Walker. He's going to kick for the 40-20. Can he get a skip forward? He wants a bounce. Well, that's a few efforts we've seen tonight from Warrington. They've had the distance, they just haven't had the bounce.
No, but again, it's not a bad place to turn the ball over. You take that every day of the week. If you're a big fella in the middle of the field and your hooker's getting out, or your halfbacks and kicking the ball down the field, well, you know you've got safety in numbers because you're so tight defending next to your teammates. This is where you do like to get off the line, intimidate, hit with a number of players and slow it right down as much as you can legally.
Here goes Navarrete, takes it forward, 30 out. What have the Dragons got by way of a response then? Tries either side of the break for the Wolves. Here is Desaria, gets his head through the tackle up to the 40. Last one. Da Costa waits for Farge from inside the 40, hoists it high but straight down the throat of Ratchford. He'll turn it away now for Jake Thewlis. Well, that try just before half-time.
They cut the options down, then they both Fulis brothers had dropped back along with Stefan Ratchford, expecting to kick the play before, but they go on the 5th. And now Andres da Costa coming up off the line with it and coming up with a big shot. Nice play on Josh Fulis.
Here's Curry to 30 out from his own line. Here now, downfield goes Sneed. Bounces kindly for a Spirobiche. He will bring it forward. He's just going to go route one. Takes the tackle 40 off his own line. So a win really defensively there for the Dragons. And now they look to return fire with Kotric, who's tackled midfield just over the 40.
Yeah, well again, Mark Sneed just choosing to kick the ball early on the 3rd play. I think Chris Satter's onto the field now. There he is with the ball.
He goes straight forward. Good carry. Laguerre's having a big game. He got an offload in there as well. Da Costa waits. Gets it away now to Teofage. Back on the inside, Partington. Partington hands one off. Bumps off a second. Doesn't quite get the arm free. Ball now with Da Costa. Finds Teofage. Fage out the back now. Spirobiche finds Laguerre. Laguerre hands off. Puts back in field. The tall, rangy centre looking to offload. He's tackled 10 out, last one. Dragons looking to re-establish a 2-score lead. They'll get the ball now. Here's Partington short here. Sartai going for the line. What a tackle. What a tackle that is. A bootlace tackle from Warrington that keeps him within 4.
Yeah, well, Sam Stone, the man who's been applauded by his side. That was a big effort, wasn't it? On the big man. You can just see he's trying to spin out the tackle, then trying to offload the ball, knowing that he's ever so close. And Catalan now just big line speed here with some decent contact. They've kept Alrix da Costa on the field, and Denis Bamford they just brought on from the interchange bench, so they're playing with 2 9s, so if they can exploit some quick play the balls, they've got 2 decent running 9s there.
Ball outside the 20, and it's Warrington in possession, looking to level up this match. Good aggression there. Denis Bamford into the action, as Terry said. And now the ball over the Warrington 40. Late offload, but not what you want to see there. But it was high from Pangai Jr. And he might be a teammate next year, but that's next year.
Well, that's not what they wanted, was it? The offload, was it to Danny Walker that cops one? Well, sometimes there's times when you get the ball away, and just because you're getting arms free doesn't mean that you have to give it to somebody if they're not in a better position than you. You can see, well, fair play to Patterson. It was a decent offload. Look, he gets 2 defenders interested, gets his arm free. Maybe just needed to go straight to the man instead of up in the air. Well, it's Sam Powell. Sorry, it's not Danny Walker who gets one. And let me tell you, Sam Powell won't hold back. Even if Tavita Pangai Jr. was a boxer.
You're in the vicinity, and I completely understand that. You can't
Sucking in the big ones right now.
Go make penalty here, mate.
And a penalty for Warrington, and a chance for them now to launch another attack at the Dragons' line. Sneed sends it deep into the Dragons' half. Well, they were booed off at half-time, Terry, but if they score now, they're going to be level.
Yeah, well, the crowd certainly lifted. Definitely since Sam Stone scored early on in the second half.
Here's Holroyd. He's missed a chunk of the season, hasn't he? Been out the last 7. Here's Thomas.
He's carried
straight.
He's carried really well. Carried really well.
He's making some dents in this Dragons defence. And here now come Warrington. Mattison short pass to Holroyd. Again, they had numbers left. But again, the Dragons hold on. Powell turns it back. Mattison dumps it back to Sneed. Fizzes it across. Here's Williams. Williams, good tackle there. Pangai Jr. needed to be for the Dragons, who are just holding on a little bit at the moment. Here's Yates. Yates turns, trying to fight his way forward. Last one. They're screaming for it on the left. Sneed tells them to get ready for a kick. Here comes the kick. Fulis is after it. Fulis catches it. What a tackle. Again, The defence on point from the Dragons. Thewlis, if that would have been a yard deeper, he may well have gone over. But it wasn't quite on the line, and the Dragons survived.
Well, Nick Cottrey had to be really disciplined then, didn't he, when he was tackling Jay Thewlis when the ball goes up there. Do you know what you've seen them giving? Oh, they make a mistake.
Oh, that is a disaster.
Oh, they make a mistake. You know, you can just see the Warrington praise lifting, trapped in the corner. It's a lonely place, let me tell you. You're trying to bring the ball away. You're looking at what the defence is doing. They're all screaming at you. You need the pass to be pretty clean. And Warrington, well, they're getting some chances now.
They are. Can they take them? Here's Sam Stone. Tackled inside the 20. Warrington turning up the pressure on the Dragons line. The Dragons led 22-6. That lead could be gone in this next set. Powell waits at dummy half. He's going to now move it across. They fly out of the line. It's wide here for Thewlis. Scrambling defence gets across. Brings him to the ground, 8 away. Can Warrington level up here? Here's Sneed again. Feints the kick. Does kick. Bounces. There's a handle. It was. It's another knock-on. Fars might challenge this. He's saying it hit his body. I think he might challenge this. And they are going to have a look at this. Did it hit his body or did it hit his arm?
Okay, we have a captain's challenge. We're looking to see if there is a knock-on from Theo Farge. So let's go to the first angle. Can't see on that angle. It hits the arm on the body. Just review further angles. So does this one help me? So it appears to initially bounce up off the knee, but we can't see at that point of if it then touches the arm. Okay, on slow on this, please. So if we go to slow on this angle, just see if this does touch Farge's hand or not. So if go back on this angle, if you can go slow for me here, please. Yeah, real slow. So it's before this, please. It's this initial contest. So ball bounces. So it hits the knee initially. And you can see Partington's blocking the footage. If you can just play it through from this point, please. Yeah, and I'll lose. I'm blocked by the Catalans man. Is there any other angles that may help me determine? Thank you. So yeah, again, I can't see conclusively on that if that hits the hand. Okay, yeah, okay. Having reviewed all the available angles, the footage is inconclusive to determine if it touches the hand or not. So challenge is inconclusive, and Catalans retain the right to challenge.
Well, that's a little bit of bad luck potentially. Tom Grant thought it was a knock-on. There was no conclusive evidence. The best picture we had, Terry, Ollie Partington sadly was in the way, so it goes against the Dragons. They do retain their challenge. Theo Farge will be furious, but there was no conclusive evidence for Liam Moore to overturn.
Do you know though, Matt, what it does do? It just gives them a bit of time to recover, doesn't it? They've been under the pump in this second half. Like Warrington seem to be the team that are playing with so much speed. They're really trying to chance their arm, and again, it's a good position where they are.
Here they go then, the Wolves spending a lot of time down that end of the field, but at the moment not able to add to those tries for Thewlis and Stone either side of the break. Here now goes Thomas again, another run full of intent. Ball short to Yates. Yates hands one off. He's tackled a couple of metres out from the line. Ball now fires its way back to Sneed. Here's Williams, ball short to Holroyd. Tackle made, 5 away. Warrington patiently building. Sneed again, back for Mattison. Mattison can't find an offload. Still got a couple left in the set. No last one. Here's Williams, grubbers it through. Aspiro Bichet tried to watch it dead, and in the end I think he had to play at that, and that's going to be a goal line dropout. Although I thought for a moment they were going to challenge this as well, the Dragons.
Well, again, just it's a good kick, isn't it? Close to the line, causing the kicking game's caused Catalans some problems, hasn't it? Whether it be George Williams or whether it be Mark Sneed, they really are giving themselves opportunities to win this game. They get that field position, they get in the red zone for Catalan. This is where they can ask so many questions.
Here goes the restart. Batted back by Warrington, collected by Sneed, feeds it to Thomas. Feels like we've been for what, 15 minutes, Terry, just looking away to our left, because that's where they're going.
That's where they've all been, isn't it? All the pressure's been down here.
Well, you wonder if Warrington can get in front, do they go and run away with it? But they've got to get themselves in front first. Here's Williams, short pass to Holroyd. He's wrapped up. Tackle is made. 10 out. Powell to Williams. Williams back for Yates. Yates probing. Carries strong. Inside the 10. Powell waits. Options either side of the ruck. Goes now to Sneed. Sneed finds Williams. Williams kicks in behind. Aspiro Bichet will shovel it dead, but we're coming back for a penalty for a late shot on Sneed. And more pressure builds on the Dragons line.
Yeah, well, it's Pangai Jr., I think, that hits him. Mark Sneed just cops one. All good halfbacks know that if they want a bit of time on the ball, they have to hold on to it for a bit longer. And you can just see he pumps the ball out to George Williams. Pangai Jr. just hits him. And Tom Grant.
Now having a look at this upstairs.
It's just a penalty.
Penalty sufficient, so no cards. And we play on. Dragons hanging on here. Slender lead. It's attack versus defence at the moment. As Williams gets it away. Ratchford couldn't break through the line. Ball now to Mattison, short to Yates. Turns in the Garcia tackle. Sneed barking out the instructions, but they're going away from him. They're going back to Mattison. Puts the brakes on. Is he going to find a pass? Not really going anywhere at the moment. Now he finds a pass. Williams injects himself. Williams going for the line. Tackled a couple of metres out. And Warrington continued to knock at the door. Here now is Mattison. He puts the kick in. What on earth was that, Terry?
Yeah, that was a poor set. Trying to go route one, weren't they? And then Mattison gets the ball, he kicks it. Well, the ones who are causing problems with the kicking game are your halfbacks in George Williams. That's a big shot though, wasn't it? Was that Luke Yates?
It was, but it's a penalty. It's a penalty here, and it's just boiling up a little bit. Warrington getting frustrated. They've just had a real intense spell of pressure. They scored over 10 minutes ago. They've been down that end, and they haven't broken the Dragons down since.
Yeah, well, they were going route one, weren't they? Didn't really ask many questions. Luke Yates, was it Matthew Laguerre that's carrying the ball back? And they'll just be having a little look. Matthew Laguerre's getting a bit of attention here. The coach is just looking up for a replay, see if there's anything coming up yet. It all happens so quick. Luke Yates is just getting off the line, just trying to hit with as much force as he can. It's just where that contact was made. I see this again, really.
And there is Joel Tompkins looking on.
Let's see, he'll have a little look. There you go. There's a bit of ricochet, isn't there? I don't think he hits him flush in the chin.
Yeah, secondary contact, says Liam Moore, so we'll play on with a penalty, but it will be a welcome one for the Dragons, who must have forgotten what the other end of the field looks like.
Yeah, well, they just need the ball away from the third line here. They have been under pressure. They didn't get many chances. They've not had many chances in this game to have a look at Warrington's line.
Well, when they met a few weeks ago, it was decided late on, wasn't it? It looks like it's going to be that kind of game again. Just a quarter of it remaining here. Opening round of round 22.
Well, there's a big temptation as well when you've been under a bit of pressure to throw the ball around. Just get through your set.
Wigan Hull Kingston Rovers tomorrow. Sky Sports action, 7:30 for that one. Cass Leeds 3 o'clock. Sky Sports Plus on Saturday, followed by Hull Lee. Two of the top 6 going head to head on Sky Sports, 5 o'clock on Saturday. Saints Huddersfield 2:25 on Sky Sports Plus Sunday, followed by Salford Wakefield. Bench podcast available, skysports.com/podcast, and then Wednesday the verdict with Jenna and John, 3:30 on Sky Sports News. Here come the Dragons. Garcia with a sidestepping run. Finds his front but can't find an offload en route to the ground. Acosta finds Keary. Sends it high into the night sky. A tester for Thewlis. Rises and collects. And Warrington now have to bring the ball out of their own end of the field.
Well, that's a great take, isn't it, from Josh Thewlis. And Warrington now just will look to be patient here. And again, just work the way through this set of 6. Get your halves on the ball.
Well, we saw the Dragons with some real attacking threat in that first 40 minutes. They've not had a chance second half. Warrington have smothered them, and Warrington are going to get another attacking chance here. And it feels, Terry, not if they score, but when they score.
Well, I said that you put yourselves under pressure. Like sometimes when you have the ball, if they found touch, yeah, they have. Just when they had that ball after all that pressure been under, there was a temptation you seen from Pangai Jr. to pass the ball, and now they give a penalty away. And look where they are again.
Yeah, 10 out. Can they create something? Can they break the deadlock? Williams and Sneed loitering centre field. Sneed back for Thomas. Thomas again.
He's been really good in.
He has. He's certainly getting his power into the line. Powell finds Williams. Back on the angle again. Yates turned away. 5 out. They are battering the door down, but Catalans won't let them in. Madison, oh, it's a terrible pass. Picked up by the Dragons, who might look to counter. They'll get it back 10 off the line. And they're just forcing the issue now, aren't they?
Do you know what? The idea was good. The execution wasn't. But it was just trying to thread Adam Allroyd through the line. Look, it was a bullet pass, wasn't it? Adam Allroyd takes it. He gets over the top of Theo Fires. If it's out in front of him, unfortunately, there's a pirouette trying to catch it because the ball was behind him.
There's some pleasing signs for Ryan Mattison as his start as a Warrington Wolves player. It is his first start, 181 NRL appearances. Here come the Dragons. Well, Warrington have had pretty much 20 minutes attacking in this second half. Is there a big sucker punch coming here from the Dragons? Aspiro Biche finds Laguerre. Laguerre gets it away to Farge. Farge skips clear, bumps off one. Can he get a pass? He does. Here now goes Barnforth. Barnforth had bodies outside him but opted to take the tackle. Last one for the Dragons. They're going short side to Costa. Keary's kick deflected. Fallen upon by Warrington. Gratefully so.
How good's Matthew Laguerre been in this game? Is there a knock-on? Is there a mistake?
There is. There is. The referee has given a knock-on, but which way?
Scrum, mate.
And it is going to be a Warrington ball.
I said Matthew Laguerre thinks been really good. Again, those short side plays. Ben Cuddy just gets a hand to it.
My bad, mate. I'm sorry. Is this tackle Daniel with touchy, please? With a touchy, please. My bad, mate. Time off.
Well, 17 left. Keary's picked up a bump there.
On the 10, mate. Let's go.
Well, they haven't scored since the 29th minute, the Dragons.
Red line, please, Catalan.
Well, Tommy Makinson scored that hat-trick in that time, didn't he?
Yeah.
Then he left the field and he was a big loss for them.
So we are going back to the initial handover here. John Tompkins looks on, looks a little bit concerned. His side at 22-6 up with cruising. Far from it now. Warrington. To be fair, every time they've been in this position, the Dragons have let them out with a penalty, haven't they?
Yeah.
Here's Yates. Up to the 30. Williams fires the pass across the face of one into the hands of Wrench. Walker short side momentarily gets it away.
Forwards. No, I thought it was okay. The calls come from the touch judge right in front of the fans. And Tom Graham was quick, wasn't he? Danny Walker appealing to the touch judge and to the referee. Bounced that, got to go short side. He comes back in field. George Williams just pinned his ears back and gone for the gap.
Tight.
Yeah, there's nothing in it. It's marginal, isn't it?
Yeah, right in front of us, and there wasn't an alarming, oh, that was forward thought there, but it is a turnover and a cheap one. 15 remaining then.
Let's go.
Well, the Dragons about to pick up a much-needed win.
Head in, shot clock off. Wait there, Theo, wait there, wait there. Ball head in, Luke. Ball in now.
Walker back on for the closing stages. Here's Remus Smith. Up towards the 40, he goes. All taken into contact. Are they going to be late points here? Costa finds Sartai. He takes it in. He's wrapped up. Costa on his 150th Dragons appearance. Proud night for him, I'm sure. Ball works its way to Kiri. Gets away from Sneed. Aspirabiche finds it, gets it wide. Here now is Remus Smith. Cuts in off the wing. He's tackled 10 out. Warrington stopped him in his tracks. 2 left for the Dragons. They're spreading out across the field here. Little drop of the shoulder from Kiri. Kiri into contact, tackled a couple away from the line. Last one here. Where do they go, the Dragons? They're going back to Theo Fage. Rolls the kick in behind. It looks too strong. It is too strong.
Yeah, he got way too much on that, Theo Fage. He's having a bit of a battle with Aspirabiche, the fullback, about which side that they should go. And when Luke Carey took the gamble and run the ball and got caught up, play the ball, you knew that the ball was only going to end up in the hands of Theo Fage. You couldn't quite get that kick away that was needed. Instead of trapping him in the corner, they got 20 metres away from the line.
Are we in for a grandstand finish? Are we in for golden point? Any outcome possible from here? Ball moving wide. Here now is Walker. Walker. Can Warrington finally break down this determined Dragons defence? Last one for Warrington. Strong challenge went in there. Here's Williams under pressure, sends it high. Aspirabiche is going to have to come. He's going to let it bounce. This is risky. This is very risky, and Aspirabiche's lost it. And it's hacked dead by Denis Barford. Well, if you're going to let it bounce, you've got to make sure you tidy it up. The Dragons just got very lucky.
Well, again, you've got to give some credit to the kick as well. Aspirabiche, he had to chase that ball really hard to get anywhere near it. You can see it just lands behind Nick Cotterick, and the fullback tries to get hold of it. Denis Barford just gives it a big see you later. Not taking any chances there, the mistakes made. And again, they're under some pressure. I tell you what, if they go on to win this game, it's going to show some character from Catalan.
It is. Well, they showed some quality in the first half. They're showing some absolute dogged determination in the second. There's Tommy Makinson. That's not a good sign. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Hat-trick tonight, his second of the season. But injured himself in that third try, that heroic acrobatic effort. Here now forward goes Yates. He's certainly laying it down to this Dragons pack, but he It's all a bit one-up at the minute, isn't it, from Warrington? Here's Powell.
Yeah, it looks like they're just trying to soften them up at the middle and just suck them all in, all the defenders around the ruck area.
Here's Mattison, gets it away now. Ball out the back, chance now. Williams short, Ratford, great pass, Hewlett! Oh, did he get it down? If he did, this is a sensational finish. He was nearly sat in the stand when he got that down. But did he ground it correctly? Tom Brandt says he did. This could be a remarkable try for Thewlis and the Wolves.
Okay, the on-field decision is a try on field, so we're looking to see, does he maintain possession of the ball and does he stay in the field of play? So we can see he jumps from the field of play. Hands are on the ball at that point, appear to be on the ball. Ball appears to be on the line, just going to review alternative angles. We can see he's in possession at this point, still in possession. His hand always remains on the ball at that point, hand always remains on the ball. We'll just go to camera 1 to confirm that. I'm happy with the feet, just want to confirm that hand always stays on the ball. You can't see on camera 1, so you're telling me this is the best angle I've got. So on this, yeah, thank you. So the hand always maintains on the ball there, keep rocking and rolling it. So there's no separation from hand to ball. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. And the ball is grounded on the line. Given the live decision is a try on field, I don't have sufficient evidence to say that hand comes off the ball. So thank you, I made my decision.
Well, this is going to be one of the truly great flying finishes. Jake Thewlis somehow has defied gravity, the laws of physics, and you name it, to get that down. What a score. We've got a level game.
What a score, what a freak. That's unreal, that, to finish and score a try like that in such a tight game. Well, that young man, he's only been playing a couple of years professionally, but he takes it as like a senior pro, doesn't he? Nice little soft dance from Stefan Ratchford, give him the chance. He was hit with everything that Catalans could throw at him. And the young man, Jake Thewlis, comes up trumps, doesn't he? Wow, that's incredible. That is a tremendous, tremendous finish from a young man with a bright future.
He was levitating as he grounded that, and now Mark Sneed, biggest kick of the night, toughest kick of the night, but this to put Warrington in front with 10 left. Sneed sends it towards the post, it looks good, it is good, the perfect conversion to a perfect try. Jake Thewlis with a score, Sneed adds the extras, and Warrington for the first time tonight lead.
Yeah, wow. Sure, there's some good proud coaches sat in that box, and all the young coaches involved at the club who've had a hand in his development, getting him through to the first team, to live big moments like that in front of a big crowd. And Tommy Makinson, well, there's the other angle of it. Scored a hat-trick the first half hour. Joel Tompkins, his men, look well on course for a win.
22-6 when Makinson scored his hat-trick after 29 minutes. They've not scored since then. Warrington have laid siege and they've scored 3 tries unanswered. That try for Thewlis just before the break, a real game changer. Got Warrington back within 2 scores and now they're looking to counter from deep. But they could be going into touch. No, they get to ground.
Well, there's still some points in this game. Let me tell you, man, the intensity's gone up another level, hasn't it? Like we said at the start of the game, this is to keep Warrington's season alive, this win.
Well, would move them within 3 of the playoffs, but Hull and Wakefield will get their chance. 40-20 kick from Walker. This is a better strike, but again the bounce doesn't favour the kicking team. Asperobiche, outstanding in that first half, has not had a look in second half.
No, he's been pretty quiet, hasn't he? The second half's all been about Warrington. The pressure that they've built with the kicking game, the kick chase has been really good. A number of 40-20s they've gone for, it's not quite worked out, but it's worked out where they want to turn the ball over.
Here's Laguerre. They need something here, the Dragons, to get them out of their own end of the field. They've created very little in this second half. Here now they move it wide, and the tackle is made. Surinan wrapped up. Probing the centre of the field. Desiree is brought to ground. Last one here. What have they got? They're looking now. Farge is outside the 40, looks downfield, collected on the full by Jake Thewlis, who's 2 tries. Looked like they could be winning it for Warrington. They wanted a high shot there, Warrington. They're not going to get one. And Thewlis, credit to him, bounces straight up.
Yeah, he's a tough little thing, isn't he? Just like his brother Josh. Even on that then, Jake Thewlis, he just stayed up in the line, knowing it was the last play in case they looked to shift the ball like they did a number of times in the first half, and then dropped back to tear this play up.
Slow play of the ball. Dragons trying to hunt a mistake. Wrench's tackle, 35 out from his own line, 7.5 remaining here. Must win for Warrington, and at the moment they're getting it done. Short pass. Trying to break through from deep. Here now is Walker, pinching some metres up towards halfway. Warrington don't need to be fancy now, they've got the lead. Pressure coming on Sneed, who takes a step forward and hammers it towards that far touchline. It bounces just in the field of play, and it finds touch inside the 20.
Well, just inches in that then, the kick. And again, finishing the set in positive manner. Mark Sneed, get the ball off the field, just get a few more seconds. And take some seconds off Catalan. And Ollie Partington just trying to rally the troops.
They need an out, don't they? It was one late in the south of France in round 19.
They've got to risk it here now. Need Garcia with a straight up carry. They'll look to shift the ball here. If they get their arms free in contact, they'll look to offload and play.
Well, they played with the freedom we've not seen from them for months in that first 40, but they haven't been able to replicate it. They'll play it now. Here they go. The ball moved quickly wide. Bounces. It's a pickup. It's a gift. Just Thewlis on his way. And Warrington on their way to victory. The Dragons shoot themselves in the foot. And it's another Thewlis, Josh, who scores the try that surely sends the Warrington Wolves on their way.
Oh, another important contribution for one of the Thewlises in this game. Josh on the other wing. Well, I'm sure he scores the try. They'll just seal the win for Warrington. And they just had to play it, didn't they? I think it was Frank Maria who throws the ball out wide. He's looking to hit Keary. It's a loose pass. It goes on the floor. Thewlis was jamming in, looking to tackle. His transition and his mindset then needed to shift to picking up the ball cleanly and racing to the line. And as soon as he gets it, there's no one at the back. Catalan had front-loaded everything. They put everything into the attacking shape and the play that they were setting up. And Thewlis goes in. Game, set and match on this try for big brother Josh. But I think the damage was done from young Jake Thewlis. With that other try, just forced Catalan to play out of trouble, play out of yardage, sorry, made him make a mistake, and then 2 important scores from the Thewlis boys.
Yeah, and this, an important kick. He nailed one from out wide that gave them the lead. But now he's got this one to make it a 2-score lead. Sneed then for an 8-point lead. 4 unanswered tries for Warrington. And 4 successfully converted tries as well. 13 points to 22, and a Dragons night that's started so well looks like it's going to end in all too familiar circumstances.
Yeah, well, the opening half hour belonged to Joel Tompkins, his men, but just couldn't quite shut the game down. Sam Burgess be really pleased with the response. Sent his troops out early after the second half break. When they said they were chasing the game edge, if Fury scores to try and put them under pressure, they've got to come up with players like that. They've got to keep the ball alive.
Short
They're going to go short here as well.
Ball batted back. Oh, it's picked up. Oh, Williams, can he stay in? He's gone into touch. He's gone into touch. It's Walker, actually. My apologies on the end of it. So the Dragons will get it back.
I was going to say, some things go for you, some go against you. I thought Danny Walker had just done enough then to stay in the field of play. He was alert to the tap back. He gets on it, but just goes off the field. And is there another twist in this game?
Here come the Dragons again. Navarrete, they've got to score here, you feel, to have any kind of chance. They were so good in that first 40. Can they replicate that here? Aspiro Bichet tackled 20 away. The battle at the brick to come tomorrow night. Top two going at it live on Sky 7:30 tomorrow night. But this has not been a bad warm-up. Here comes Fars, gets it away to Kiri. Short pass to Kotrick, nowhere to go. Got to stay in the field of play. Bumps one off, gets it away. Here now they go with Desiree. Back to Kotrick. Kotrick now sidestepping his way forward. Offloads back to Maria. He gets it away. Now a chance out wide. Great defence. Desperate defence from Warrington. Ball now here with Theo Fars. Rolls the kick through. Was that knocked on? I think it was. They're going to get another goal. Desperate stuff from Sneed.
Yeah, well, Mark Sneed, well, he saves the day, doesn't he?
Well, there's a bit of pushing and shoving
Gets the
here.
ball. Well, just tempers just wearing over, aren't they? Obviously, there'll be some frustration in those Catalan players. From in a commanding lead after half hour to being behind on the scoreboard now by 8 points.
Well, looked a little bit of a much ado about nothing there, to be honest. Kick deflected. Sneed did knock it on.
Well, it was just a drop on, wasn't it? I think that's what it was. Well, to be fair, he was fair game. He would have expected
point,
that.
The whistle hadn't gone to him. I mean, he's allowed to make a tackle, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. It was just the force of which he landed on top of Mark Sneed that probably they took exception to.
Got forward, sees a half-back lying on the floor. There's only one outcome, Terry.
Yeah. Well, the big thing for this now for both sides is not do anything daft. The game's gone.
Well, seemingly it's gone.
Completing the tackle, which he's entitled to do, and then get players coming together, cover something or nothing. We don't need that, do we? We're going to go with the scrum. Let's go, mate.
Yeah, well said, Tom Grant. We don't need that. And as he said, he's allowed to make the tackle. So, still a little bit of juice left in it. It's not done yet. They would need the most improbable of comebacks. They once scored 3 tries in 5 minutes, didn't they, the Magic Weekend, to draw with St Helens and then beat them in Golden Point. I think something similar here. They're going to get anything out of this. Barmforth, oh, they're going to have to replay the scrum. The referee stops the clock.
Wrapping tight.
Well, if they could score here, it would give them a set to win it.
Come on, let's go. Stay in there. Ball in now.
Can they score? Not scored in the last 40 minutes. Here now is Kiri, gets it wide. Kotrick tackle. Good scrambling defence from
He made a mistake as well.
He's lost it, and that's it. And now more pushing and shoving. More frustration for the Dragons, but it's Warrington who needed to win tonight, and they are now just 2 minutes away from picking up that win.
Well, Danny Walker just enjoying the win, isn't he? Getting right in the thick of it, celebrating the win. Kotric just under a bit of mistake, under a bit of pressure, loses the ball, not happy. And you know, this game was always going to be tight. You look at the last 5 games between these sides, they've all been decided by a single-digit margin. Well, forget about the form. Like Warrington and Catalan have entertained us over recent years. It's a fixture that they both look forward to.
Well, Warrington are looking for just the 10th win of the season. It'll be the 3rd over the Dragons. It will take them within 3 points of Hull. Remember, Hull played Leigh at the MKM on Saturday night. 5:30 start live on Sky tomorrow night. The battle at the top. Wigan entertain Hull Kingston Rovers. The Robins 4 points clear at the top. And a win at the Brick will surely see them on their way to their first ever League Leaders Shield. Or will Wigan keep it alive? There's some interesting ties to come in the last 6 rounds. It's not done yet by any stretch. Big shot goes in there on Wrench.
Wow, was that Navarrete? There's been some bell ringers in this, hasn't there?
There have been a couple of big shots. Got a little bit spiky at the end, but I think more out of frustration for the Dragons, who for so long looked so good. Here's Yates. He's been outstanding second half.
Yeah, I think the forwards have been really good for Warrington.
Well, they got booed off at half-time. I don't think they're going to get booed off second half, that's for sure. What a turnaround it's been. They trailed 22-6 after 38 minutes. But they're on the way to victory. Here's Williams weaving his way across, looking to find a bit of sparkle at the end of the half. Kicks down the line. Thulis after it. Thulis dribbles. Oh, what a catch. Party pooper. Aspero Bichet collects it and saves another try.
Again, that would have been another try, wouldn't it? George Williams just...
Incorrect play of the ball.
Yeah, it's a mistake. Yeah. Wow. Well, George Williams reads his magic. Josh Thulis just trying to get it behind Aspero Bichet. Can't do that. Is there still more points in the final minute of this game? It all belonged to Warrington in this second half.
It has. Will there be a hat-trick for Jake Thulis to wrap things up? They're going to get a chance from 10 out. 42nd, well, the clock's still going, so maybe they won't get that many chances. Warrington are not too bothered. They're happy to let that run down. They've got the job done. That's what they had to do. Aspero Bichet guilty of an incorrect play of the ball. Something he has got in his game. That's not the first time he's been done for that.
Do you know, yeah. There could have been a little hand in there. Don't want to be a party pooper. That caused him to lose his balance.
There they go. They're going to hoist it wide. No, they're going here. Oh, short side ball on the ground from Walker. And that'll do it. That will do it. The Dragons defeated again. One win in 13 for them. But for Warrington, on a night where they had to win, they've kept their season alive, but they had to dig deep. 22-6 down just before the break after the Dragons, courtesy of a Makinson hat-trick, led 22-6. And there's one play left, a penalty that's knocked into touch. The hooter goes, last tackle on its way. But Warrington now, no, they're within 3 points of the top 6. Who knows where the next few weeks will take them. As Fars loses it, collected, offloaded, might be a chance yet. Thulis gets it, he'll go to ground. His 2 tries turn the game. One just before the break and one with 11 left. Those boos at half-time turn into cheers. And Warrington do dig deep to keep their playoff hopes alive, but they were pushed all the way by the Dragons, who for 40 minutes played some of the best stuff we've seen all season, Terry O'Connor, but they couldn't give an 80-minute performance.
Yeah, certainly a tale of 2 halves, wasn't it? It was incredible, really. Joel Tompkins will be so disappointed, along with the man to the right-hand side of it, or on his right. Tommy Makinson scored that hat-trick in the opening 29 minutes of the game, but they just couldn't quite go on to nail the performance in the second half. And Jake Thulis, what a game he had, along with his brother. Well, Catalan will leave it without any points, and again still searching for the second win in 13 games. But the second half performance certainly belongs to Warrington, and that win has certainly kept the season alive.
It has. It just keeps them bubbling along, doesn't it? They've got Huddersfield and Salford in the next two, and then they've got a tough run in. They face Lee, Hull FC and Hull Kingston Rovers in the final 3 weeks. It's going to take a lot to happen. They will need Hull and Wakefield to slip on more than one occasion, but after 3 successive defeats, they find themselves back in the winner's circle. We'll hear from our player of the match in a moment.
Do you know, I want to give a big shout out as well to number 27, Luke Thomas. I thought against a real big, aggressive Catalan forward pack that he stood tall. When he had to carry the ball strongly, he had to really make those hard meters and just hit a good line. He did that. He stepped up. Thought he was very good against the likes of Chris